Hello and welcome to What's Wrong with the World. And today I'm going to be talking about the problems with the overall mindset of the United States. And well, I mean it's not only the United States, but the general, well, rich nations in a way. And I'm not a rich person, so I think I can talk about this. And I try not to act like these kind of people, but so, I've seen a lot of people that are like this, that are a lot like, that just value systems is just so bad right now. And it's, you should value family over the stuff you have and value not just the money you have. I mean, you shouldn't be going around bragging about how much money you have. I mean, that's always been something that's happened. Like, that's not a new thing, but, you should definitely be focusing more on what you have instead of what you don't have. And, there are a lot of nations where that's all they can do is focus on what they have because they don't have anything. And, I'm not going to pick out nations. I don't want to offend anybody from from a country that, I don't want to pick anything out. So, yeah, I mean, I know some people that are a lot like, they have a lot of stuff. They have all the new technology, but if something new comes out, they want it because they think that they're not good enough. Well, I don't know if that's the way of saying it, but they're not perfect people because they don't have everything new, but and that's just how they're raised, and they don't have a lot of other things to look at, and that that's sad because you have no choice but to focus on that kind of on technology and new things that society values, because a lot of times your parents don't really care and you don't have a lot to look at, and that sucks. That sucks for you. And I feel bad for you, but I mean, it's just an overall mindset, and it affects a lot of other people. Affects other countries, and that's. I mean, I don't want to justify anybody, who's attacked America, but you know what? It's kind of like if you're a nation, if you're a person who has nothing, and you just see other people who have all kinds of things, getting really angry and demanding new things, when it's kind of like, well, why can't I have a little bit before you get a ton of stuff, and it's, I see a lot of, celebrities, donating things where it's, where it's granted it's a lot of money, but, is it really something that they, should society see it like that? I mean, it's kind of like, if you're averaging something like $100 million a year, and I know that's kind of rare, but there are some artists that make that kind of money all the time. Like, big songs make tons and tons of money. And, if they donate, like, $100,000, granted, that's a huge amount of money, but in a way, that's not a very good big percentage of what you make. And it's kind of like, if you make $5 million and you donate $1 million, that's a lot of your money, but in a way, do you really need the $4 million? I mean, you're donating 25% of your income, but you really need the other 75%? Like, granted, you need some of it, but, I have family who live pretty comfortably on something like $70,000 a year, and I know that's above average, and that's kind of, it's in a way rich, but, and they still donate, they live comfortably, but they still give back. And if somebody who barely has enough money to live comfortably but still donates, that's just a very selfless thing to do. But for these people who live above comfortably, like, they have everything, and they sit there and donate a tiny bit of money, well, a large amount of money, but in a way money that they really don't need, then, should we really be valuing those kind of people? And, like, some people like Bill Gates, they have billions of dollars, and, I mean, I don't know how much he donates, but I know he's donated quite a bit, and that's good to see, but, it would be nice if, you can always donate more, and I don't want to be all like, you need to live horribly so that other people can live well, that's not something I want you to do, but, it's just, you might as well donate the money that you don't need. You don't need to be living, with millions and millions of dollars. And there are a lot of rappers who are like that, and they'll donate a little bit of money, but then they'll get all this positive publicity for donating, like $100,000 to an organization or something, and it definitely helps the organization, but you could donate so much more, but nobody looks at that because it's not something that people like to look at, I guess, and you see them as role models, and you don't want to look at what they could do. You want to look at what they have done. And I know that's kind of a mean thing to say, but you need to think about who you value. And I'm a big baseball fan, but I do not agree with the salaries. I really don't think you need to be making, what does A-Rod make? It's something like $20 million a year or something like that. And, I'm a big baseball fan, but I'm not much for money-wise, And does he really need that? And should he be going to other places looking for more money? Hell no. You should... there are people who make a small amount of money in baseball, and they should be happy with it, and they are happy with it, but they'll go to other places to make more money, and that's just kind of too bad. And, it's like, that's just the thing. It's always about making money, and it's all about the money. That's how capitalism runs. It's all about the money. Screw the little guy. If you can make more money, do it. And that hurts a lot of people, but that's life for you. And I've never really liked that kind of movement, but that's how people think. And I just think that's a big thing that's wrong with this world right now, and it's not going to get any better. It's been getting consistently worse, and that's just my opinion. I just think it's very, very sad, and it's too bad. And that's what I think is wrong with the world when it comes to the common movement.